Y'all party at 5:45. So as exciting and all that talking that was happening right here, that's about how packed it's going to be at Eggs and Kegs on Saturday. So congrats to those of you who got seats. We've got a couple more seats left for the 10 a.m., more space left for the 12 p.m., but it's going to be super fun with lots of people and good food and good Irish dancing and all of that good kind of stuff. So that's happening this Saturday downtown from 10 to 2. But then Monday next week, we're bringing back one of our favorite things that everyone in the studio loves so much. It was formerly known as Bring a Friend Week, but we're now calling it Community Appreciation Week. So this is going to be a bigger variation of Bring a Friend Week, more so than anything that we've had before, because we have giveaway prizes, we've got snacks, we've got goodies that you can pick up on your way out after class. So if you've got friends that are kind of on the fence about coming to the studio, just come to practice, bring them with you. They come for free. Their name gets entered into drawings and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. And then at the end of the week, which we start on Monday and we're ending on Sunday, next Sunday, we do the drawing for 3 free, 100% free tickets to our next Himalayan retreat. So if you have friends, I know it goes from like, hey, you want Starbucks cards, you want gift cards to restaurants, we have those things too, but like the final prize is a slot to go to Himalaya for free, the Himalayan Institute where we went before. So if you have questions about that, let me know after class. I know there's a lot of like, how many friends can I bring? As many as you want. How many classes can we go to? As many as you want. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. But let's get started in child's pose so we can get working on hamstring stuff tonight, which I talked about on Tuesday, and there are specific people that are missing right now that have tight hamstrings. So I don't know if that's, an accident or not, but we'll just say it was a coincidence. So while you're in child's pose, take the first few breaths to get your fingertips down on the mat, your forehead down on the mat, get settled. Take a deep breath in together and exhale it out. Good. 2 more like that. Breathe in, breath out. Last one, fill all the way up, all the air out. And start to create your Ujjayi breath. Long inhale with a pause, long exhale with a pause. Really on purpose about it. Focused on bringing as much air as possible into your body and then pushing as much air up and out as possible. Downward facing dog. Keep building your breath. Move it around any way that you need to. So whether you're a little nervous about the hamstring work or you're like, sweet, I haven't worked on hamstrings in a while, I'm pumped about that. There's a lot of different stuff we're going to work on in between, and we're all going to get there together. Walk your feet up to your hands, hang in ragdoll. Pit of the belly, weight in and up. You're going to softness in both of your knees. So right away, you're already starting to pull the stretch into the back side of your body, the middle of your back, probably also the backs of your legs at this point. Press into your feet, rise all the way up to standing. Reach through your fingertips, bring your thumbs to heart center. Set your intention for your practice. Pick one specific thing you want to focus on. And we'll send out all those intentions with 3 ohms. Deep breath in. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, tricep pull if you've got weights. High push up and pause. Right knee to right elbow. Left knee to left elbow. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in together. Empty it out. Yeah, breathe in, expand. Exhale. Last one. Empty it out. Look forward and move, feet to hands. Halfway lift, tricep pull, fold down. Extended mountain, rise all the way up. Forward fold. Halfway lift, tricep pull, high push up. Knee tap on the right, knee tap on the left. Low push up, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in together. Empty it out. Good. 2 more. In. Exhale. Last one. Push all the air out. Step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. Fold down. Extended mountain rise all the way up. Look up. Fold. Halfway lift with your weights. High push up. Knee tap. Knee tap. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in together. Empty it out. Good. Breathe in. Breath out. Last one. Exhale completely. Step or jump to the head of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold down. Extended mountain. Rise up and reach up. Fold. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. High plank. Knee tap on the right and on the left. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in together. Big exhale. Full breath. Empty it out. Good. Last one. Get empty. Move forward. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. Fold down. Last Sunday. Rise all the way up. Stretch. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. High plank. Knee tap. Knee tap. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in together. Empty it out. Yeah, really purposeful. Breath in. Breath out. Last one. Empty it out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. Fold. Chair pose and stay. Keep the breath going. It's nice and smooth. Rhythmic. Sit all the way back into your hips. One more breath in. Twist right on your exhale. Open the arms. Breathe in. Stay and breathe out. Good. Back up to chair. Full breath. Twist left. Empty. Inhale. Open. Stay and twist. Good. Chair pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. High plank. Knee tap. Knee tap. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side crescent lunge. Crescent lunge on the ball of your back foot. So for the first one, just get set in your feet because I know you're used to putting your heel down for warrior one. Toes into the mat. One more breath. High to low push up you go. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side crescent lunge. A couple of breaths on this side. Get all the toes in the back foot. Anchor down. Good. Big inhale. Chaturanga on your exhale. Upward facing. Downward facing. Breathe in together. Empty it out. 2 more. Breath in. Exhale. Good. Last one. Empty to the pit of your belly. Step or jump. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. Fold down. Chair pose. 1 breath this time. Twist right. Inhale. Open. Stay and twist. Good. Chair pose. Stretch. Twist left. Inhale. Open. Stay and twist. Back up to chair. Fold. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. High plank. Knee tap on the right. Knee tap on the left. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side crescent lunge. Step through. 1 breath this time. All the way up. Chaturanga on your breath out. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left side crescent lunge. You can drop the back knee if that's more comfortable. Low push up. Yeah, upward facing. Downward facing. Breathe in. Breath out. 2 more. In. Clear it. There it is. 1 more. Get empty. Feet to hands. Halfway lift with your weights. Fold down. Chair pose. Twist right. Breathe in and open. Stay and twist. Back up to chair. Twist left. Open on the inhale. Stay and breathe out. Back to chair. Fold. Halfway lift, tricep pull. High plank. Knee on the right, knee on the left. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, crescent lunge. Step through, toes in the back on the floor. Low push up. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left side, crescent lunge. Center of your front heel straight down. Low push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Balance is getting way better. Breathe in. Breath out. Breathe in. Get empty. Last one. Exhale completely. Move forward. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. Fold down. Chair pose. Sit deep. Twist right. Inhale, open. Stay and twist. Nice. Chair pose. Twist left. Open on the inhale. Stay for the exhale. Chair pose. Fold. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. High plank. Knee tap. Knee tap. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side crescent lunge. Big step. Press and lift. Chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left side. Plant the foot. Get stable and reach up. Low push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in together. Clear it out. Yeah. Breathe in. Press your thumbs down. Anchor. Good. One more. Empty. Feet to hands. You got one more sun B. Halfway lift. Fold down. Chair pose. Twist right. Breathe in and open. Stay and twist. Chair pose. Twist left. Inhale, open. Stay and breathe out. Chair pose. Fold. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. High plank. Knee taps on the right and the left. Low plank. Upward facing. Down dog. Right side crescent lunge. You got it. Feet straight into the earth. Low push up. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left side crescent lunge. Step, reach, look. Low push up. Hands to the mat. Upward facing. Downward facing. Oh. Yes, some of you might have hammies that are a little warmed up already. You're like, okay, different from warrior one. Got it. Send your right leg up to the sky. Bend your knee and open your hip. Keep the breath flowing. Smooth, purposeful, steady. Flip your dog. Then get both feet right on 12 o'clock. Press them into the floor. And if wheel's already there for you, take it. Yes, Paige. If the cactus arm is there, yes, Harold. Lots of space. Yes, Ashley. Flip back over, side plank. Squeeze everything into center. Squeeze your inner thighs together, your outer shins right into center line. Then spread your fingertips apart. Beautiful. Big inhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Send your left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Stay or flip. Steady breath. Yeah, sigh if you need that. Exhale through your mouth if you need that. It's a reset, and then you come back to Ujjayi breath. Intentional and on purpose. Flip back over, side plank. Steady breath. Yes, and then that focus of skin to muscle to bone right into the center of your body so we can be as long as possible. Feet out through the crown of your head. Big inhale, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in together. Sigh it out. Yes, and some of you are doing that already. Breathe in, sigh. Last one. Exhale completely. Crescent lunge right side. This time stay in crescent lunge. Come down nice and deep. In fact, scooch your front foot a little bit further forward so you can bring your front thigh parallel with the mat. When you've got that piece, press your back thigh up to the ceiling. Oh yeah, hands up to the sky. Those two pieces, front knee over the front ankle, back thigh up to the ceiling. Good, hands to heart center, twist right. Keep that integrity, front knee at 90, back thigh up. Open your arms. Yes, the toes on the back foot, super helpful to create stability for a powerful back leg, a powerful hamstring. One more inhale. Stay for the exhale. Twist. Warrior two. Whew. Come right down into a deep lunge. Extended side angle. Elbow to thigh or fingertips by your front arch. Yes, you've got a block. You can put that there as well. Now, add more breath. Steady, rhythmic breath. Take a half bind, top arm around your back. Peel your top shoulder open. One more inhale. High to low push-up you go. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side crescent lunge. Step through. You've got it. So you've been here a few times. Now you can get settled in the foundation and work those two pieces. Your front knee on top of your ankle. So for some of you, it's a longer stance front to back. And then back thigh up to the ceiling. If things feel a little wobbly or unstable, just get lower into your feet. Yep, lower your center of gravity. Hands to heart, twist left. Powerful legs stay here. Knee on top of the ankle. Open your arms. Back thigh up to the ceiling. Let the heat move through your leg all the way up and out through your fingertips. Big breath in. Stay and exhale. Warrior two. Down nice and deep. Notice that the breath got quiet. Yeah, you're in the vitality section of the sequence. It needs a little extra breath to keep it going. Extended side angle. So that's up to you, right? Like the fuel that your legs need, that your hamstrings will need for things you'll do later in the class needs to happen now. Half bind or full. If you're working that full bind, a deeper lunge in the front leg gives you more room to work with. Yes, Amy, nice. Big inhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in together. Empty it out. Two more. In. Exhale. Last one. Get clear. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. Fold down. Chair pose and stay. Right down into your chair. Get into the comfy space of chair and then sit down further back. Sit your sit bones so further back to the back of the mat that you can feel your hamstrings pull straight to the back edge of your mat. Hands to heart center. Twist right. Notice if that sensation went away. Tailbone and sit bones to the back edge of the mat. Open your arms. Stay here, toes light and lifted. Yes, lots of long spines. I love it. Stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chair pose. Fold. First two fingers around your big toes. So you've got options here. Legs can stay together or legs can get mat width. A slight bend, if not a big bend in your knees, so the work stays in the back of your legs. Now that they're warm, it's important to stretch them out so they have more room to work with later in the practice. Let your elbows come out to the side. Yeah. Crow pose from the head of your mat. Bring everything into center. A tiny, tight little ball. Set your gaze right in front of your fingertips. Breathe. Steady, rhythmic breath. Intentional and on purpose about it. Step or jump back, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take one breath in together. A big exhale out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. Fold. Chair pose and stay. Attention on your sit bones. That's right where the back of your hamstrings attach, right below your butt cheeks. Send it to the back edge of your mat. Hands to heart, twist left. Open your arms. And then notice as your tailbone scooped underneath you, can you lengthen it back out? Stretch out the hamstrings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chair pose, fold. Gorilla, step on your palms. Toes all the way up to your wrists. And if you normally cheat yourself in this stretch and just do just your fingertips, like not the whole palm, bend your knees enough that you can get the whole palm. And then play with bending and straightening your legs so you can find the right length and stretch out the back of your legs. Tailbone up to the ceiling. Release the hands. Crow number 2. Take your breath along for the ride. Fingers spread super wide, and then it's the hamstrings that help tuck your heels in towards your tailbone. Squeeze them in. In and up. Nice, Christina. Good control. Big inhale. Step or jump back. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in together. Clear it out. Yeah, 2 more. In. Empty. Last one. Exhale. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. Fold down. Rise all the way up to standing. Eagle pose right side. Right arm under. Right leg over. Eyes on one spot. Breathe. Yeah, plenty of tapas, plenty of heat moving around. The sweat is happening, and now you're just doing the one pose. Keep eagle arms, airplane with your legs. Now, a lot of you have super strong leg muscles, and you're cheating yourself by keeping your knees super soft. Press through your foot and straighten out your top leg. Yes, that lifted leg, full airplane, a straight leg. Yes, Roy. Yes, Josh, even more than that. Arms straight back, full airplane. Stay right here and breathe. Let it work in your standing leg. Standing splits. Stick with standing splits because we'll get to handstand work later. So standing splits for now, either hands on the floor or hands on your standing ankle. Steady breath. A softness in the standing knee. Keep the work in the back of the leg. One more inhale. Feet to the floor. Woo. Rise up to standing. Eagle pose. Left side. Left arm under. Left leg over. Yeah, this is about the point where I get to where my brain also goes, no more hamstring. No, I don't want to do that anymore. Stay here, focused on your breath. Arms stay bound, airplane with your legs. There's a space where you could do airplane and hang out all day, and there's a space where the pose is super powerful and the leg is straight. Long lifted leg, full airplane. Long straight leg. Yes, Rachel. Yeah, super powerful. Standing splits. You got it. Stay with it. Even if the heat starts to build, can you stay? Let it build a little bit longer because you know it's not forever. Last breath. Feet to the mat. Woo. Rise up to standing. Standing bow or dancer's pose, right side. Opportunity to stretch out the front side of your leg. Give your hamstring a break for a moment. Eyes on one spot. Get the whole sole of your standing foot straight down into the floor. Big toe, center of your standing heel. Good. Last breath. Switch sides. Go for it. Standing bow, dancer, Drishti, one spot. More breath. Right side, second set. A standing foot, powerful and strong. Squeeze the leg muscles into the bones on your standing leg. Even the muscles on your toes, the edge of your foot, pull it right into center. Switch sides. Last one. Press through your shin to open up the front side of your leg to create a balance with the work you've been doing on the back side of your leg. Last inhale, stretch, feet to the mat. Tree pose, right side. Tree pose of your choice tonight, you pick. Tree pose of your choice. Some of you are partial to the weights, some of you like the hip opener variation. There's a lot of different things, so you pick whichever one you want. Eyes on one spot. Yes, tall, straight spine. Even if you're hinging forward, yeah, for the hip opener, long, straight spine. Center of your heel, standing heel, straight into the mat. Left side tree. Your choice. Same hip opener one if you chose that. Different arm variation if that's the thing that you went with. Eyes on one spot. Yeah, Rachel, stick your tailbone out behind you a little bit more. There you go. Last breath in, lift up. Feet to the mat. Come up to the head of your mat if you're not there already. Extended mountain reach up to the ceiling. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. High push up. Knee tap. Knee tap. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side triangle. You've got a block for your triangle. Set yourself up. So you've got lots of space in the backs of your legs at this point. At least we're headed to lots of space and you've got some to work with. So press both of your feet straight down into the floor. Then pull your front hip crease deep into your body so it can lengthen the bottom side of your front leg. Yeah, it could be just a quarter of an inch and you're like, oh yeah, that's a different sensation. That's the space. Long underside of that front leg. Half bind, top arm around your back. You can tuck it behind your hip or in that front hip crease. If you've got the flexibility to get it in the hip crease, you might even pull your hip further back and lengthen out your hamstring and groin muscle. Oh, yeah, some interesting mouth noises. Yeah, discoveries are being made. Good, one more breath here. Rise all the way up to standing. Side facing wide leg fold. Good old solid fold on this side. So you don't need to take a bind here, but you could take wide leg handstand hops if you wanted. So those are your two options, the fold or the wide leg handstand hop. If you're taking the hops, it's long arms and spread out fingertips. Legs stay straight. All the way up. If you're working in the fold right now, play with softness in both of your knees so you can tip your sit bones up toward the ceiling. Yes, Brian, there it is, that little bit up toward the ceiling. Press into your feet, rise all the way up to standing. Half splits facing the front edge of your mat. So you've got two blocks or at least one block to work with. Bring your left knee to the ground, right leg out in front. So you may need to like manually scoot your foot forward because your mat is sticky. Tuck your toes with the back foot for stability and then hands on your blocks. Just right here in center, a little bit of softness in your front knee so that you can really work the muscles on the bottom side of that front leg. And now my least favorite part of this, lift the front of your pelvis up. Oh, then it's a different split with the front of the pelvis up. So hands can stay on your block. You can bring hands to heart center. There's people shaking their heads. That's fine. Hands stay on your blocks. You got it. Toes up to the ceiling in the front L. Yes. One more breath. Hands to the mat. Bend your knee. Swing the leg back around. High to low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Oh, let's take one breath in together. Clear it all out. Left side triangle. Step through. Set up your base. Standard triangle. Whole mat width distance between your feet. You've got a block if you like using that in triangle. Add more breath. And then put your attention on deepening that crease in your front hip. Pull it in towards center. Half bind, top arm around your back. You can tuck it into the hip crease or have it behind your hip. So maybe it helps pull that leg even longer. Yes, Paige. There's just these tiny little increments that I see you guys and you stop and you're like, oh, okay, yep, there it is. I've discovered it. Rise all the way up to standing. Side facing wide leg fold with a bind, either hands bound or a towel between your hands. Hinge forward. A lot of attention on the doing, so let's put more attention back on the breath here while you work and let your shoulders open up. Long, steady inhales with a pause. Long, steady exhales with a pause. Yes, be intentional about it. So when we play around with getting upside down later, there's no panic or rushed sense to it. It's just, okay, I'm methodically doing one thing at a time. Release your hands down, rise all the way up. Half splits, left leg in front, right knee on the ground. Get your blocks or a block on a water bottle and scoot that left foot forward. Yes, tuck the toes on the back. Press them into the ground, just like crescent lunge. You want the toes or the ball of your foot, depending on the flexibility of your foot, straight down, front of the pelvis, up towards your belly button. The not fun part. Yeah, and then you play. You can have the hands on the block. Maybe they come up for a few seconds and then come back down to the block. Softness in that front knee. Keep it soft. Yes, one more breath. Hands to the mat. You can bend the knee and bring it on back. High to low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in together. Sigh it out. Yeah, get clear. Breathe in. Breath out. One more. Fill up. Exhale it out. Look through your hand step or jump through to sit. Bridge pose. Make your way there. Take your breath with you there. Press the feet into the floor. Rise up. Got your hands bound at your low back. Tuck your shoulder heads underneath you. So the whole front side of your body like a sliding board. Knees to your nose. Breathe. The legs are the things doing the work here, not the squeezing of your glutes, but the hamstrings contracting and lifting your legs up to the ceiling. Big inhale. Lower down. Knees side to side. Bridge number 2. Press down and rise up. Lift, lift, lift. Up and away from the floor. Come up onto your tippy toes in your bridge and lower your heels. Good. Tippy toes. Lower the heels. Keep lifting and lowering for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Knees side to side. You are very ready for wheel pose right now. Wheel number 1, tuck your fingers under your shoulders, press into your palms, press into your feet, up and away from the floor. Up and away, big open back bend. Tuck your chin and come down. Breath in together, breath out. Number 2, you got it. Press, lift, go. Wheel or bridge all the way away from the floor. Big open back bend. Tuck your chin and come down. Breathe in, breathe out. Number 3, press, lift, go. Yes, big and expressive and open. Lower down, breath in, breath out. Rise up. Number 4, you got it. You're past the halfway point. Go up. Eyes on one spot. Tuck your chin and come down. Breath in together. Breath out together. Number 5. Yes, up and away from the mat. Big toe mount straight down. Lower. Breathe in. Breath out. Last one. Last bridge. Last wheel. Go for it. Up and away. Big, full open pose. Total body expression here. Lower down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Yes. I miss the days when I was sweating a lot while just standing here. So thank you for bringing that heat back into this space. Happy baby or dead bug. Grab the outside edges of your feet. Might feel nice to straighten one leg and then bend it, straighten the other leg and bend it. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Legs straight in the air. Hands by your side or underneath your glutes for more support. Scissor legs. Lower your right leg halfway to the mat. Breathe in together. Exhale, switch your legs. Good. Breathe in and switch. Keep going. Your pace, your breath. Long, straight legs press out through the center of both of your heels. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs straight up. Hands stay down by your side. You can put them underneath your glutes for more support. Lower both legs 30 degrees. Lower to 60. Lower to hover. Flutter kicks with pointed toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs straight up. Belly down to the mat. Set number 2. Lower 30. Lower 60. Lower to hover. Flutter kicks, pointed toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs up. Belly down to the mat. You got one more set of those. Lower 30. Lower 60. Lower to hover, pointed toes, flutter kicks. Last set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs up. Knees into your chest. Oh, yes. Rock forward and back 3 times. Come up onto your knees like you're taking camel pose. Up onto your knees like you're taking camel. And I'll go sideways so Ashley, you at home, can see what I'm talking about. So you can have toes tucked or untucked like you normally would for camel. And then I want you to have a real long line from your knees all the way up to your shoulders. Hands at heart center. It's almost like doing reverse crunches. You're going to lean back, keep the plank, come all the way back up. Press your feet into the floor. So you might find that tucking the toes or untucking is not working for you. Just switch to the other one. Lean back. Hamstrings contract and you move up. Yes. Keep going for 20. 19. Belly in. 18. 17. 16. 15. Keep pulling it in. 14. 13, 12, 11, 10. Keep breathing. 9. I know. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Almost there. 3. Belly in. 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Oh, yeah. You're like, yeah, you did 3. Be quiet. We're out here doing way more than that. Okay. Right side half pigeon, but we're going to change it up a little bit. So when you bring your right knee to your right wrist, shoot your leg out to the left. So you've got your right leg, almost like a T underneath you. Go down that way to get a sciatic stretch on the outside of your leg. Oh, yeah, so your left leg is still long and straight. Yep, you got it, Jim. And then best you can, bring your left hip down towards the floor. Let it stretch the outside of your leg. So if you want to put your forehead on a block or on a towel or something, that's great. Or you can stay up on your forearms. Breathe right here. Can't fire up the back of your leg for that long and then not also work other parts of your leg. Trying to keep a little balance here. You might find that after a couple of breaths, you can bring your left hip a little closer down towards the mat, like your hips are square. And if that's not the case, that's totally fine. Just work with where you are. It's a great stretch to do if you spend a lot of time sitting at a desk or in a car for a long period of time. This will open all that sciatic nerve back up. Stay right here and breathe. Downward facing dog, shake it out. Left side, the sciatic stretch, half pigeon. Left leg comes straight in and across. It's almost like you've got your legs at a 90-degree angle. The one leg straight back and the other leg straight out. Takes a little finagling to get yourself down to the ground, so take your time getting that situated. And the more you do this stretch, it might feel right now that you're like, there's no way I'm ever going to square my hips to the floor. The more you do this stretch, the more the outside of your hip and your sciatic nerve starts to soften, and that muscle gets soft on the outside, so you can start to square your hips a little more to the floor. More breath. Steady, steady breath. I've got some very excellent facial expressions happening right now. You've only got a few more breaths here. Stick with it. Downward facing dog. Shake it out. Frog pose. Frog pose or seated wide leg fold. You might have better access to seated wide leg fold now that you've been doing so much work on the backs of your legs, but if you prefer to do frog, take that. So there's wall space for people to put their feet against the wall and take it reclined. If you're taking that wide leg fold, make sure you have a little bit of softness in both of your knees before you fold forward. Plenty of room. Get yourself set up. If you were here on Tuesday, we did a lot of work with the integrity in frog pose, so that might be something that you play around with your feet against the wall tonight. Might be something that you try on here while you're facing the ground. A little more challenging when you don't have the resistance of the floor and the wall, but that's still a possibility. If you weren't here on Tuesday, we did a lot of work with it integrating the low belly, the ribs, and the shoulders into the frog pose. Steady breath. Yes, there it is. Let it fill the space so that even when someone else in the room or someone practicing at home starts to get a little distracted, they hear your breath and, oh yes, and they come back into the room with you. Feet stay active. Frogs and wide leg folds. Active feet, active toes. Three more breath cycles, a full inhale with a pause and a full exhale with a pause. And when you're done with all three, start to make your way out of your pose. When you're back on your mat, no rush getting there. When you get there, seated single leg extension, right leg out, left heel in. I would recommend putting a block or a towel underneath the knee because you've done a lot of work on the back side of your leg just to make sure that it stays soft, and then hinge over your leg. I found in my own practice that even though my body's pretty flexible, if I give a little bit more bend than I think I need in the knee, it has more release to offer in the fold. Toes up to the ceiling. More breath. Switch legs, left leg out, right heel in towards your thigh. You can adjust the block or the towel. Sometimes it's just nice not to have to like hold your knee slightly bent, and there's something you can sit on while you're stretching forward. Fold down. Toes to the ceiling. Seated forward fold, both legs out. You can put the 2 blocks underneath your knees if you want, or you can just keep them slightly bent. Strap or a towel around the feet's also a great option. Hinge forward. So spend the first couple of breaths getting settled into the fold, and then after a few breaths, start to walk your sit bones, walk your hips back behind you a little bit, lengthen out. Yeah. Steady breath. Flex your ankles, outside edge of your feet back towards your face. Good. Good adjustments. Tabletop or reverse plank. Press your feet into the mat, fingertips into the mat, set your gaze, lift your hips up to the ceiling. This one last big push of hamstring contraction to lift your hips. Yes, Kelly, there it is. One more breath. Lower down. Fish pose. You got a block between your shoulder blades. Top of your head to the floor. So if your head doesn't touch, you can take your other block and put it underneath, or adjust the one block so that you can get the top of your head to touch. Yeah, and then you can point your toes or take Supta Baddha legs here. That might be nice at this point. Eyes stay open. Focus on one spot. Yeah, you might exhale through your mouth. Like what's coming up to the surface right now, instead of over analyzing it or trying to categorize it, just let it come up. And then if it comes out, great. If it wants to hang there at the surface, great. One more breath in together. Big exhale. Make your way onto your back. Time to get upside down. So your legs are super ready. If you want to do some handstand work, now would be the time. With the whole backside of your body stretched out and warmed up, now would definitely be the time. If shoulder stand or waterfall sounds like a better fit right now, take one of those poses. If you've got wall space, if you want to practice handstand hops, or out in the space, practice handstand hops. Nice. And those of you taking the shoulder stands and the waterfalls, can you press your feet, like press them up to the ceiling? Less reliant on the base of the pose being super stable, and that's your only attention point, more the feet reaching to leave footprints on the ceiling. Yes, Allison. Shoulder stands. A few of you can bring your elbows a little closer together. You just keep working the base. Yeah, there you go. Good adjustments. How you can bring your elbows a little closer together. Beautiful. Yep, just doing the work. Good job, Ashley. Look in front of your fingertips. Good. Let the weight come forward. Headstands and handstands. You've got a couple more breaths and then child's pose. No rush. Shoulder stands. Make your way to plow. While you're in plow, try untucking your toes. So the tops of your feet are on the floor instead of tucked toes. Tops of the feet on the floor in your plow. Plow to deaf yogi. Bend your knees, hug them around the sides of your head. Slowly unwind piece by piece, back down to the floor. Hug your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze. Supine twist right. You might try keeping your knees stacked. You might straighten out your top leg. Supine twist left. circle. Maybe the leg is straight, maybe not. Supta Baddha Konasana. Shavasana. You've got your cold eye towel, a very welcome end of class prize. Bones heavy, muscles soft, let everything settle. Take a deep breath in together. Fill all the way up, 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 up. Exhale it out. Let your entire body rest easy on your mat. Deepen your breath. Bring some movement back to your hands and your feet. Plant your feet on the floor and rock onto your right side. Pause for a moment to thank yourself for showing up. With your eyes closed, press down and rise up. Take a comfortable seat. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. Exhale, thumbs to heart center. We'll finish our practice together with 3 final ohms. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Thumb knuckles to forehead center. Thank you all so much coming in, doing the work, lighting your hamstrings on fire, and making the practice awesome. Namaste. Good work, everybody. All right. Any borrowed blocks can go over on the floor by the cubbies for all of the props, so I know which ones need to be cleaned off. Have an awesome rest of your Thursday. Hopefully you'll have fun at Eggs and Kegs on Saturday, and then Community Appreciation Week starts on Monday next week.